and welcome back to Engadget stage here at CES 2019. Now I am joined by Trond Wuellner, the Director of Products at Google for the Made by Google Compute Division.
That's right.
That is a mouthful. I dare you to try it. And although Trond's team does not really have anything to show off here at CES, we still wanted to check in. So
Definitely.
Pixel Slate launched late last year around October.
We announced in October
Yes.
and started shipping our first units right before Black Friday.
Just tell me a little bit about the reception to the Pixel Slate and how you guys feel about it.
Yeah, so we've learned quite a bit about the category, about the users in the category, and about the product itself, not just in the last few months, but in our preparations for launch as well. Like you mentioned, we really believe there's a great opportunity for that intersection device that really can be a great tablet and be a great laptop, and that's what we sought out to design. It's a product that is thin and light, yet powerful, beautiful, and capable, so that you can use it in all the versatile different ways that you might want to use either a tablet or a laptop. And like you mentioned, nobody's really nailed it yet.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
I know,
right?
I feel like, oh, where is it? Anyway.
So we spent a lot of time on really just simple things like making sure that the center of gravity is right in the middle of the device so that it balances and holds and feels good in your hand. I mean, it's a 12-inch device, but we wanted it to feel lighter, thinner than a 12-inch device. And this is the actual one that I use every day. This is my personal device. And it works great as a Netflix watching device or as a YouTube watching device. And then you snap it into the keyboard and it becomes my daily use Chromebook.
What have you learned sort of from the reviews you've seen since this launched?
So a number of the reviews that we've seen really focused on some of the usability challenges that are faced in that tablet mode.
Yeah.
And those are real concerns. Things that we're working very diligently on to continue to iterate and move forward. As anybody who's sort of tried to build a two-in-one, the challenges of delivering something that can be great as a tablet and great as a laptop are profound.
Yeah.
So we think we've made an incredible first step towards where we hope to be.
Okay.
And the steps we continue to make as the ecosystem evolves, as the applications continue to evolve, are things that we're really excited about.
Okay.
So the future of Chrome OS on tablets is extremely bright.
Okay.
And we're extremely excited about where we're going to be.
You guys have the Pixel C, the Pixel Book, which is a cult favorite.
Cult favorite,
People
yes.
love that thing. And then we have the Pixel Slate.
Absolutely.
Let's start with the simple question. What can we expect moving forward from Made by Google?
Yeah, so in the compute group, what we're looking at are ways to continue to build devices that help lead our ecosystem forward and sort of innovate in spaces that we think are extremely promising and useful for your users. So when we look at what types of devices and where we should invest our team's energy, we look at how do we deliver a user experience that's been hard to achieve? And how do we deliver a user experience that takes sort of new engineering thinking to be able to build? And those are the things that get our team excited. How do we bring, Sundar likes to talk about the marriage of AI, hardware, and software becoming sort of that future set of ingredients that builds the best products. And we believe that extremely deeply through our entire team. So as I look at what we're trying to build, it's really the marriage of those three things coming to life in better user experiences, more versatile hardware, devices that sort of fit into your life in more useful and more convenient ways.
So kind of to paraphrase what you just said, because it might be a lot to break down, but it seems like what the Made by Google team does is take an idea that maybe third-party manufacturers can also do on their own, but sort of show the best version of what that might be able to be. Is that right?
In many ways, our goal is to be the vanguard for this entire category. And when you see Pixel Slate as a new product in this category, we're really the first to deliver something as thin as this, something as light, something as versatile. And our hope is that this inspires more innovation throughout the entire ecosystem, and that we deliver such a great product that people are introduced to Chrome OS for the first time. And they join what we see as sort of a growing momentum of new users in this space.
I will say though, the Pixel Book, we were having this conversation just now, the Pixel Book is a lot more expensive than other Chromebooks out there. Strangely enough, you found your market. I was very skeptical because of the price, but you have found that people like it and have come to Chromebook through it.
That's right.
I mean, in a way, it feels like almost close to competing with your partners. How do you like? And I know we've sort of answered this, but can explicitly like, do you think about how not to do the same thing that your partners have already done or might be doing?
Sure. I mean, when you look at both Pixelbook and Pixel Slate, both products land somewhere between 2 and 3x the ASP for the balance of the Chromebooks in the market.
Right, 2 or 3 times, yeah.
And that's going to naturally draw a different consumer into the experience. So our objective is to deliver products that really delight a new consumer cohort that may not naturally have found their way into a Chromebook otherwise. And over time we expect, and we start to see, I mean, some of the announcements that have been made at CES already from many of the ecosystem partners show that they're investing more into the hardware, they're investing more into this growing segment in the sort of vast middle of the computing market that I think is inspired in many ways by some of the innovations and some of the work that we've led.
Who do you think of as the made by Google consumer, like the one that's a different kind of consumer you mentioned?
So they tend to be a little bit more tech forward.
Okay.
We see a very large overlap between buyers of Pixelbook, Pixel Slate, and other made by Google hardware.
Okay.
So people who have purchased a Google Home or a Pixel phone.
So Google fans, like
there is a
hardcore
very
Google
strong
fans.
cohort of Google fans among the purchasers of our products. And interestingly, a large percentage of them are first time to Chrome OS, which is really a nice sort of introduction into the full ecosystem experience that we can deliver when we're thinking about how we make all of our products better together.
Yeah. So I have to ask this. Is there anything you can say about what we can expect this year from Made by Google? When, what sorts of things, what's in the pipeline?
Well, obviously I can't talk about my roadmap, but I have a team working on things
You're paying them.
I'm pretty excited about. And we're really excited about where 2019 goes, where 2020 goes. And when we think about a roadmap, we're a multi-year planning team. And
another Pixel Slate.
It's going to be a lot of fun to see what we come out with.
If there's anything else you want to tell anyone here at CES 2019 and those watching at home on Engadget.com, what would it be?
Oh boy, that's a good question.
I know, I asked them.
For me, the thing that I want to leave everybody with is how excited we are at Google about where the future of technology leads, where we can bring more humanity into the products that we're building to make them more yours, to make them more relatable, to make them fit into your lives in more seamless ways. I think the reason I'm so excited about where technology is going is that we're finally starting to hit that moment where what's possible with the technology and the way that we really want to integrate it into our lives in a way that isn't sort of dominating, that is like a little bit more familiar, a little bit more personal, and a little bit more conscious of how you want to use this to actually enjoy your life. That's what gets me excited. It's like starting to see that come to life.
We're going to see very interesting things from Google's Made by Compute division the rest of the year and even the years ahead. So we're out of time, guys. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Stay tuned to Engadget.com for the rest of the programming. We have a lot of cool interviews and panels coming up, so don't go away. Bye.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Thanks, dude. All right, that worked out.
It was great.